Hey creatives, welcome. Today I have 3 important business tips. They're not only business tips, but they work for your everyday life as well. The first tip is invest in yourself. Spend a little money on books and e-courses and different things that will help you to improve your business and maybe even improve your life. But you need to invest in yourself. Every successful person reads books, always looking for ways to improve themselves, make themselves more confident, make themselves better business people, and ways to improve their business. So number one is actually a 3-part. So invest and then implement what you learn. You can read books all day, every day, and if you don't implement the things that you learn, then what's the point, right? And then share your results. When you do that, you're helping other people. So invest, implement, and share, okay? So my second tip is overcoming failure. There's not one successful person out there that has not failed at some point in their business. I have a great story of a failure within my licensing business. There was this company, to be honest with you, I can't even think of the name of the company. They were going to do this huge line. I was so excited, but they wanted me to create these, they were like 4 foot tall nutcrackers. And they were going to make them out of tin. But they wanted me to construct it out of paper so that they would have like a pattern. Well, I've never done anything like that. So my husband actually helped me with it because he's a sheet metal worker and he knows how to, he went to school for that. So let's just put it that way. Thanks, Teeny. So we spent hours and hours constructing these cool nutcrackers. I might have pictures of them. If I do, I will definitely share that with you. Excuse me one second. So we spent hours and hours creating these awesome nutcrackers and went to Atlanta in their showroom. They had the most amazing products. Not only did they create those awesome nutcrackers in tin and then they were painted, but they took a lot of my other art and made figurines and outdoor sculptures. The product was beautiful. I was not only excited that it was going to be in stores, but I was excited to use it myself. It was exactly the kind of thing that I would like for my own home. Well, after all that excitement and all of that work towards all these different products, they never shipped anything. They made the prototype for the Atlanta show. They took the orders, but I don't know if they were mismanaged. I don't know if it was a shipping problem or whatever, but basically the business collapsed, went out of business. They never shipped any products. So that was a huge failure. That happened actually to me twice. There was another company that I worked for and went into their showroom and they had, amazing products everywhere. And I was there doing signings and their showroom was packed. You could hardly get through because there were so many people in there. And it was just so exciting. And again, boom, nothing. They didn't ship one thing. So there's failures. There's failures in some of the paintings I do that I think, oh my gosh, I just love this painting and I can't license it to save my beep. So failures happen. Ask anybody that's successful in business. They have had failures. You have to push past that. Don't let it stop you. If you have a failure and you just stop, then that's the failure. The failure is in giving up. Just keep plowing forward because it's gonna work for you eventually. It may not work the way you thought it was going to, but it will work if you don't give up. My third tip is figure stuff out on your own. Don't think there's a roadmap to success because if there was, wouldn't we all be on it? It's different for everyone. Everyone has their own path. You have to figure things out on your own. And I'm telling you, now with the internet, there's no reason you can't figure something out on your own. When I started, we didn't have Google and, we're talking over 20 years ago. It was nothing like it is now. I use Google as like my best friend. If I need to figure something out, I go there or I go to YouTube and I watch a video like, oh, that's how you do it. So there's no excuse. You can figure things out. For instance, for me, with punch needle, when I saw punch needle, I was like, I have to do this. I got home from the show, I got online, I ordered the supplies I needed for punch needle, and I but I taught myself how to do it. I practiced until I got it right. And then I decided to sell the patterns. Did I know how to sell patterns? Did I even know what shows to do to sell patterns? No. Matter of fact, the first show I did to sell my patterns was at Quilt Market. I did okay, but people aren't there to shop for patterns like that. I researched it, and then I found the appropriate shows for that market. Also, in order to figure out how to create the pattern, what I did is I ordered patterns from some other people. I found out what I needed to put in there, and then I added my own, style to it. But that's what I'm saying. You have to learn on your own. You have to figure stuff out on your own, and it's not hard. So those are my 3 tips. Invest in yourself, then implement it, and then share your results. Overcome and push past your failures, and then figure stuff out. You can do it. I believe in you. If I can do it, anyone can do it. All 3 of these tips, if you don't own your own business, it's okay. All 3 of these tips still pertain to you. That's what I have for you today, creatives. We'll see you next week. Bye.